The midnight fog curled thick as wool around the rickety old bridge, cloaking the line of silent townsfolk in eerie stillness. Their faces were as blank as the moonless sky, their breaths soft plumes of frost. No one spoke. No one dared. Jack had only pulled over for directions. He wasn't even sure why he'd stepped into the line. It was like the cold night had whispered his name, and his feet followed without his mind's consent. He watched the line creep forward, each person clutching a single coin, dropping it into a rusty tin at the bridge's edge. He didn't have a coin. "Excuse me," he whispered to the woman ahead of him. She turned, but her face, her face, was hollow, like a mask of flesh pulled too tight. Her eyes, two black pits. She didn't respond, only pointed forward, bony fingers trembling. Jack's stomach churned. Something wasn't right. He turned to leave, but the fog had thickened into a wall behind him. No turning back. The line inched forward, and now he could hear it, the sound of rushing water beneath the bridge. Except, it wasn't water. It was a low, guttural hum, a growl that made his teeth ache. As he reached the front, Jack saw it. A towering, shadowy figure standing in the mist, its form flickering like static. It extended a hand, long and gnarled, to him. The tin at its feet was overflowing with coins, but it wasn't gold it wanted. The figure's voice slithered through the air, cold and wet. "Your turn." Jack opened his mouth to scream, but it was too late. The shadow engulfed him, and his body crumpled to the ground, a lifeless shell. Behind him, the next person stepped forward without hesitation. The line continued. It always did.